Hello everybody, this is David from SonYCasino.com, and today I am not writing on the blog. I am making a video, and the reason for that is because what I want to talk about today needs a video so I can show you exactly what I mean. It doesn't really translate well in the blog format. So what is the topic of today? Well, every now and then I go online and I look at the instructional videos that people are putting up for the dance of casino. These instructional videos can be showing you a basic move or a combination. They could be explaining what they're doing. They could be just showing you what they're doing with music. There's a ton of those online, and a lot of people watching. So I essentially just want to talk about a big problem that I see with many of the videos that are out there that are showing you how to do certain moves in casino. And that problem that I see is the lack of consistency. And let me explain what I mean by that. Sometimes the instructors in the videos will say, or not even say, just do, say, let's do vacila. And then they don't end up actually doing the move as they taught it originally. And so what happens with this is that it creates confusion in the student who is thinking, okay, so what we're about to do, at least it starts with a vacila, but then it sort of changes midway and it's not a vacila anymore. And so for somebody who's trying to learn casino as a beginner, this ends up confusing the person even more and making it harder to grasp the structure of the dance. And on the part of the instructor, it shows that the instructor hasn't really thought about how the move or the combination that the teaching comes together. Now, with this video, I'm not trying to call anybody out. I just want to raise awareness about what I see. One, for the students, so that they can, on their own, try to understand better what they see out there, whatever they encounter, and try to make sense of what they see. And for the instructors as well, so that they can start thinking about the things that they teach and how they teach them. All right, so without further ado, let me show you what I mean by what I see as problematic in a lot of videos, the lack of consistency. So I'm gonna enlist the help of my wife, Monica, my intelligent, beautiful wife, who is even more shy than I am. And also I'm going to use one move. And this move, I'm going to take it as representative of what you might see out there when you watch a video that teaches you how to do a certain combination. And that move, many of you may recognize it, is called dedo, right? So without further ado, let's start. So if you were to watch a casino instructional video, many of them will show you dedo like this. So we'll start like this in open position, and then they will say, so this move starts with vacila. Okay, so let's do a vacila to see what a vacila actually is. Alright, so here we go. Vacila looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I may change hands, I may not, but the vacila looks like this, right? With the follower behind the leader, right? So when these teachers that are teaching you dedo say, let's start with a vacila, and they don't, then again it's confusing. And here's what I mean by they don't. So if a lot of videos that show the move dedo start like this, with a vacila, that is not really a vacila. Let's do that. Same place, okay? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. So a lot of the videos, again, show the first 8 counts of a vacila like this, where the both dancers are facing each other. Right off the bat, there is an inconsistency here, because while it started as a vacila and it should be a vacila, it is not a vacila, because she is not behind me, she is in front of me, right? So right off the bat, there is an inconsistency there that should be addressed. So from here, dedo usually goes into an enchufa with the guy doing a little turn. So first, let's look at what an enchufa actually looks like. So the enchufa, Enchufa, again, it starts differently from la vacila, but ends the same way. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So enchufa ends behind, with the follower behind the leader, just like vacila, right? So after we have done the vacila that I just explained to you, that some people are doing on the videos like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, where people are finishing up in front of each other. When they do an enchufa and the guy turns on the 5, 6, 7, 8, the girl actually stays in place. So let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Again, this is not how an enchufa should finish. Enchufa should finish with the follower behind the leader. Okay? So again, another inconsistency that makes it harder for students to grasp what these moves are made out of. Right? The basic 8-count moves that this combination called dedo that I'm teaching you is made out of. Right? So let's see how to fix this. All right? And this is where consistency is important. So how do we make this move consistent? All right, well, let's start with the first 8 counts. All right, vacila, again, as it should be, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so this is vacila as it should be, right? We're not finishing in front of each other or anything like that. Now, from here, we're supposed to do an enchufa, and we're gonna do it. But the enchufa that we do from here is not the enchufa from open position, but rather another kind of enchufa, an enchufa that should be part of your basic casino move repertoire, which is the right-hand side enchufa, an enchufa that starts from what some people will call dile que no position, right? So it starts from here, all right? So essentially what you do here is both dancers take a step forward, and then there is a turn towards the right for the leader, towards the left for the follower on 2, on 3 we walk, and then there's a pivot on 4 for the follower. So it looks like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then she will finish it like a regular enchufa, while I'll do this: 6, 7, 8. All right. So this is consistent because an enchufa is supposed to finish like this. So we are being consistent. And so from here, the move ends with another enchufa. So again, we're keeping up with the consistency. We're gonna do another enchufa from the right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And from here again, we finish just like an enchufa should finish. All right, with the follower behind the leader. And then from here we do it again on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all of this that we did, this dedo that we did, this is consistent with the basic moves from which it is coming, which is a combination of vacilas and enchufas, and none of them are changing, as opposed to, again, doing it with the vacila that changes midway, or the enchufa that changes midway. So let's do the wrong one again, or the inconsistent one rather. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And then from here, they will do this: 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the other inconsistency on this move is that I'm about to do the last enchufa, and she's actually going to finish behind me. But lead-wise, I am not doing anything different. So how does she know to stay in place when I do my first turn, but go behind me when I do my last turn? There is no way to lead that. There is no lead that's happening there. And what's really happening is that she knows that it's a dedo because I called the move, and so she does that. But there is no lead to what she's doing. So she's just doing a choreography. Again, it's inconsistent because that's not how the move's supposed to look like. So at the end of the move will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see that. There was nothing that I did differently that led her to do that as opposed to staying in place. So again, so all of that was inconsistent. As opposed to what I'm trying to teach you here, which is be consistent with your basic moves so that anything that you try actually comes out. And it's easier for you to understand and learn and improve. So again, 1, 2, a vacila, that ends just like a vacila, enchufa from the right, that ends like an enchufa should end, and then a last enchufa from the right, that ends like an enchufa should end, and then a dile que no, and then you have dedo, right? So again, with this, I'm not trying to call out names of people who are doing it wrong. I just want to raise awareness for those of you who are learning, and I'm trying to make sense of what you're learning, and for instructors to be more conscious about what they're teaching, to think about what they're teaching and how they're putting things together. And what I'm teaching you here, this principle of consistency can be used for any move that that you're learning. Just like I did dedo, I could do montaña, another intermediate combination. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Right? The same idea, the same principle. Again, I'm just being consistent with my moves, which helps me, which helps the actual follower recognize what I'm trying to do, especially because casino is such an unpredictable dance, because you're dancing socially, and you're not literally telling the person, oh, I'm about to do that. You're giving them cues, and if your cues come from an inconsistent structure, then there's always going to be a misunderstanding between you and your partner when you're dancing. So I hope that this has helped, and thank you for watching. Whoops. Thank you, Monica.